This is the scene in Chicago at the president's victory rally.
With the 2012 elections in the rearview mirror, it's now time to look to the future and beyond. We'll never quite agree on what's the best leadership in our government, but it is a consensus that the future lies in our kids.
My big dream is to be an attorney.
My goal is to be a musician.
I want to be a chemical engineer.
Piedmont Magazine recently caught up with 3 outstanding students who've just begun their college careers and are ready to take on the world. Anna Naples, a freshman at Campbell University, Natasha Morales at Salem College, and Matt Errett, who is at Forsyth Tech.
Even in elementary school, I got awards for self-discipline. I didn't even know what it meant at the time.
Anna received a soccer scholarship to go to Campbell, but her greatest heroics are still to come. She is striving to be an attorney for the International Justice Mission.
One of the main issues that they deal with is women trapped in human trafficking in different countries all over the world. And so my dream is to just be an attorney for them and to help free those women that have been trapped in the bonds of slavery, not just by rescuing them, but more specifically by capturing their perpetrators, which are actually, the source of the problem.
Anna's mother, Helen, has instilled very strong values in her and her sister, which is one of the reasons why she is so passionate about women who suffer.
One of, I think, the biggest things that I've learned, especially over the past year, that she's done really well with my sister and I is about bodily image and just how treasured, we are as girls and as daughters of God. But also, not to get trapped by the image that the media always throws at us. And that's a big part of her life, is telling women that, that go to her gym at Women's Wellness and Fitness, just keeping that idea with them and just teaching us how treasured and valuable we are, and not to go around giving ourselves away.
This one right here is from the National Honor Society.
While Anna fights for the powerless, Natasha, the future chemical engineer, has a formula for giving back to her community.
By then, like I said earlier, I want to do that tutoring program I mentioned and maybe have it expand. I want to start with children because they're the ones in school, obviously, but then I want to expand that into adults as well, because I feel like a lot of them have impediments and they haven't been able to continue. Most people didn't graduate or something, and I want to help them as well.
Helping her community is nothing new to Natasha.
I also got involved in Habitat for Humanity through the Winston-Salem Youth Council. And what we did was we helped with the buildings of the house, and we did the walls. And for example, I had to do some measurements to put the things on the walls and cut the wood with things that obviously never had any experience with. So it was really great to know that I'm going to be a part of somebody's life in that way, that their walls were made by me. So it was really great.
The best way to sum up Natasha is that she simply loves school. Straight A's from middle school to high school, where she graduated a salutatorian, and maybe even more impressive, 13 straight years of perfect attendance.
There were times in which one time I missed the bus and my mom had to drive me to school, and then her tire went out, and it was really hard. Times when I was sick and I would go to school and my mom would tell me, "Don't go to school, you're sicker than anybody I've ever seen, you have a fever," but I would still go because I felt like it was better to go because I wouldn't get behind.
As these ladies travel the world fulfilling their big dreams, they may be listening to the music of Matt Errett.
I want to be a famous musician because the famous part doesn't really matter to me, but it would be nice to be a famous musician.
There's no guarantee to fame, but there's already a reason to cheer for Matt's accomplishments in life. He's been legally blind since he was 8 years old.
I can see you right now, but I would have to get a lot closer in order to see the small details. It's not blurry or anything like that, but there's something that is blocking, that's a little bit blocking the small details of a person's face.
Instead of being bitter, Matt just became better by doing everything any other child would do.
In 4th grade, I went I did skiing. I mean, I was pretty good at bowling. I really trained myself how to play music by ear. I played soccer for my 7th grade year.
When he needs accommodations, it's there for him to use.
But I use this for drawing, reading, and for writing.
In addition to being a solid saxophone player who idolizes and resembles Kenny G, Matthew is a really good artist who has a thing for cartoon characters. The most important character is his. It's what has brought him this far and will take him beyond his wildest dreams.
I have reached the point where I've accepted my visual impairment and that it's not going to change anytime soon. So really, I just need to make the best of it and work with it. So and continue using the skills that I've developed to be successful.